Welcome to LifeSource Health Report, where we assist you to holistically thrive in all ways, body, mind and soul. Get ready for our best tips, tricks and suggestions, including product reviews from all over the world.
Hi, this is Terry Lynn. Right now I'm in Tijuana, Mexico. This is a place that many people come from all over the world actually for medical tourism reasons. This particular place is a clinic, it's a holistic clinic, and it's set up for Americans especially, or just for tourists. And there is 3 clinics in one. And I've actually set up some appointments for myself, and I'm going to be doing some treatments, so I'm going to be taking you along the way. It's a little noisy on this road. And I'm going to be showing you some amenities that they have, what they offer. Hopefully we'll be doing some interviews with people and patients that come regularly for the different treatments. So medical tourism is very popular because in Mexico, it's a very specific place that you can get care that you wouldn't normally get maybe outside of outside of Mexico rather, or even the costs. People do it for cost reasons. So let's go inside and I'll show you a little bit more. So I'm inside the Grand Hotel, and this is the Holistic Care Clinic. There's actually 3 separate clinics that work together. So there's the Holistic Care Clinic. They do IV therapies and possibly a lot of other things I'm not aware of. The Bergman Family Chiropractic, I'm going to be seeing Dr. Bergman at the end of this week. And the American Biodental Center, I'm actually going to be getting a lot of dental work through them. So there's 3 clinics in one, and they kind of work together. They all communicate together, and so when you go in, you get like a full eclectic experience where the different doctors and different disciplines can communicate with each other to put you on a plan that is best for you and a cost effective as well. So across from the Holistic Care Clinic, this is where they do the oxygen therapy. Not something I'm going to be doing today, but I'd love to, maybe at some point later. Hi.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
American Biodental.
Thank
Can I
you.
please have you registered?
Yes. So I'm here with Fabian. He is the, I think, marketing rep. Is that what it is? For the clinic here in Tijuana. Holistic Care Clinic, I guess.
That's correct.
You and I met when I came in, and you've been helping me with a few things.
Yeah.
And I thought it would be good to get your take on tell us what you do. And I'm interested in learning more about the clinic, and I think you probably know like the back end and how things run here. Tell us how long have you been here?
Okay, I've been here for at least 6 months, and I'm pretty glad to be working here because I enjoy what I do.
It shows.
Yeah, okay.
It totally shows.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I do enjoy what I do. I enjoy helping people, and that's one of the main reasons why this clinic is here, because we like to see people happy and healthy, and we establish relations with other clinics in the U.S.
Is that right?
Yeah, that share our view.
Oh.
And we actually interview patients and what we can call them influencers like yourself.
Okay. So you're the marketing. You guys are the marketing team, right?
That's
I
right.
have a couple people with me here. So you're working with clinics also outside of this clinic, developing relationships, partnerships, or tell me more about that.
Yeah, that is correct. One of the clinics that we have a cooperation, what would you call it?
I would call it, is it a partnership?
A partnership.
I don't know. Okay.
A partnership with it would be with Dr. Bergman, that you already had the chance to meet him.
Okay, got you. Okay, so Dr. Bergman's here in the chiropractic clinic.
That's correct.
And then you have a, I don't know, it's called a medical clinic, but it's a holistic care clinic. That's where they do the IVs.
Yeah, holistic and conventional medicine.
Okay. And what kind of treatments can a person
expect to get there? You know, what are the options?
That is very interesting, and I'm glad you asked, because our holistic clinic is divided into 3 sections. That is the biological dentistry section. We have the conventional and holistic medicine, and we also have the chiropractic area where Dr. Bergman is there to help us with that. So in the conventional and holistic part of the clinic, you can get IVs, stem cells, and even surgeries. And
Okay.
and one of the main components of that part of the clinic is that we have our own laboratory for stem cells right here.
Yes.
We cook and we cultivate our own stem cells right here.
Yeah.
From people that do not have vaccines.
I'm glad you brought that up about, because what I wanted to, it sparked my memory. What I wanted to highlight was the difference between this particular clinic and other clinics, especially dental, because I think that's kind of one of the most popular ones that people come to Mexico for some reason. That's just what you hear about mostly, maybe.
Yeah.
But I came here because of the dentistry. That's what brought me in, because they do the Hal Huggins protocol there. You know, and and I don't know that any other clinics in Mexico do that. Maybe they don't. Okay, so that's why you guys got me here, because of the holistic nature of that and how important that particular protocol is and how successful that is. So medical tourism is pretty hot topic, you know, right now, and people are doing it because other countries, especially the United States, I don't know about other countries like Canada or so forth, but it's expensive, you know, to get the same kind of care. And it's also like, for this particular building, it's hard to find everything encapsulated into one place. And that's what you guys have here, what you were explaining.
Yeah.
Do you partner with like other doctors in other states where they can kind of learn some of your methods, or how does that work?
Well, it really depends on the doctor or clinic we're talking to. In this case, we do have partnership with specifically Dr. Bergman, and he comes and does his service here, but he also has his clinic in Huntington Beach, a very nice clinic, by the way. And usually we have people like yourself that are health advocates and help us spread knowledge and our existence, basically.
And I would guess other people are coming from other countries too, not just the United States?
Yeah, not just the United States. We get a lot of people from, we get a lot of Russians. We have from France right now. I don't know if you have met Carol.
I haven't met her, but I know what you talk about.
Yeah, we have a lot of people from Russia. We have from France. We have from Spain. We have a lot of from Arabs. We have from all over the world.
And what
Qatar.
draws them to this particular clinic? Is it just, it can't be just cost, you know?
The reputation mainly.
Yeah, and Tijuana is easy to get to. It's at least from the States. It's right over the border.
We're 20 minutes from the border, so it's not that complicated to get here.
Yeah.
And we gotta thank our staff, the marketing department, the nurses, the doctors, and everyone that is involved here in holistic care. The owners, the Porcellas, are very nice people. They help the staff.
What's the name?
Porcellas.
Porcellas, okay.
So we gotta thank them. We gotta thank everyone that's involved that is making this clinic.
Your staff is amazing.
Yeah.
Everybody's just always smiling and very friendly and just
always having fun.
they're having fun too. Exactly. Everything is just top notch. I love it.
You.
Definitely gonna come back. Love it.
Thank you very much.
So anything else you wanted to say to like my audience about what you do here, or anything I've missed?
That we are waiting for you. If you have any questions, you can go ahead and visit our social media, and you can subscribe and leave a comment.
Are you on, what are your social medias?
Right now we are on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we have YouTube, and we're going to start using other social media like TikToks and
TikTok's on.
Social media like that.
All right. Well, I'll put your information in the description boxes so people can find it.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Ready, go.
John Bergman, thank you so much for meeting with me for a few minutes. I wanted to ask you about specifically medical tourism and why do people come here, maybe even out of the country?
Well, for a couple of reasons. One, when you're looking in America, The protocols are completely restrictive. And luckily, in the last 2.5 years, people are waking up to the fact that they have certain protocols that must be followed, and there's no outcome-oriented therapies.
Okay.
So like if in America, if they give you a blood pressure drug, your blood pressure goes down, beautiful, that's an outcome. It damages your kidneys. You end up with dialysis because you've taken the blood pressure drug. That's not being outcome oriented, and that's just foolishness. But it's not run on an individual basis. Down here, I've got 4 medical doctors that are working for me. And I've asked them, and it was so interesting because you ask them, what's your view of natural therapies? And they tell me, their instructors say, if the patient is doing something that's working, it's working. Okay, so always be in a constant state of learning to expand your knowledge base. We had a couple of oncologists from America come down to look at some of our cancer techniques. So instead of fighting this mythical cancer, you strengthen the immune system, you detox the body. It's a completely different approach. And so not only is it more cost effective, okay, but you get better quality. That's how I found this. I found this place like 26 years ago.
Oh, really?
And I was looking for some place to remove the mercury in my mouth. And plus I, had some damage. I was hit by a car and had damaged some teeth. And so I looked around and did the research. The hugging protocol they have down here is better than anything in the States. And when I'm coming down in the van across, I'm sitting with one guy that used to have pancreatic cancer. And I'm thinking, used to? Okay.
That's the worst.
That's the worst. And it's like, how many days ago did you get over it? He said, no, it's like 15 years.
Wonderful.
And the girl on the other side from Australia that recovered from breast cancer like 6-7 years ago.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh my God, it totally expands.
And that's just from the dental side? That was from
the dental, at the time, the dental was the only section here. Now we have the dental, the IVs, the stem cells, the minor surgery
center. But they got those
center.
results way back then just from cleaning their mouth up.
Cleaning the mouth, because that's one of the huge toxicities. I mean, that's why we do thermographies now. We can see dental toxicities, we can see root canals and everything else. And since this clinic has been around for, I think 30, 40 years. All the kind of cancer centers around here are sending them here to detox the mercury first. Yeah. And then we added the IVs, so now we're detoxing and everything else. So we're doing a little bit more, or they've been doing a little bit more. Now we got the chiropractic neurology, but medical tourism only makes sense because these are outcome oriented. You get better quality care. We cannot use American IVs or vitamins. We have to get them from Europe because there's a problem with bringing American supplements down here. It's
Is that a good thing that you're getting them from Europe, or is that?
I think it's better. It's better quality.
Is it? Okay.
But it'd be nicer if I can bring some of our natural products that you have in America and bring them down here and sell them, but we can't.
Okay.
Okay, it's just stupid rules of government.
Yeah.
But,
so the way I see it too is somebody can travel here, depending on, of course, their own circumstances, but I think you would actually save money in some instances.
Big time.
Yeah.
Big time. And
even if you take off work, it's going to.
Yeah. We've got 2 medical floors of the hotel. From the floor 10 and floor 11, they have full-time 24-hour nursing staff, and your family can come and visit you. They can stay at the room next door.
Yeah.
You got IVs. Everyone's going to check on you. This is not a sterile hospital setting.
Oh.
And the hospital-acquired infections are huge in America.
Yes.
125,000 die every year, and because they're psychotic. They're having to hold to standards that are actually negative on patients. They're not looking at more natural alternatives.
And the environment here compared to a hospital, let's say, or maybe some other clinics, is bipolar opposites.
Absolutely.
This is family. You feel just so different here, and there's such a different energy here.
It's genuine.
Yeah.
I mean, I got a clinic in America. I'm there 3 days a week. I'm down here 2 days a week. Down here, every morning, everybody comes and hugs. It's hugs.
Okay, like you, yeah.
It's like up there. I've got to.
That's culture here.
Yeah, you can't hug, you can't talk, you can't say.
Yeah,
You know.
You can't even shake hands.
Yeah, you can't even say, hey, look, this patient, this person that we worked for 10 years isn't here. I hope they're doing okay. Call them, and that'll get you a lawsuit.
Very different. The culture, I think, that makes it a very different experience too.
Well, I also have clinics I'm working with in Thailand, and it's the same thing. Mm-hmm. It's just the love, the genuine. They're not thinking about how to bill and process the patients.
Yeah, healing, right?
It's real healing.
Part of healing. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for spending a few minutes with me. I really appreciate it. I'm going to give my testimonial at the end of this, and you're going to see it. Yeah, I'll send it to you. It's amazing. I've had amazing results so far.
Well, you're built by God. The key is people look for the symptoms north of the border. We would look for the symptoms or the body adapting.
Right.
We go after the cause.
Right. Brilliant. Thank you. Appreciate it.
You brought it. Wait, we're in Mexico.
We're in Mexico. We can talk.
So here's a plastic model of a human spine. Here's the front part, back part. These represent the nerves, but a disc is a ligament that connects the two bones together. Now, do me a favor and put your finger in the hole. If the disc gets compromised, it limits that communication and the brain's control of the body.
Right.
Now, the bone can go backwards or sideways or forward. Mm-hmm. If it remains out of position like in you, that's when you have the problem. Oh, this is...
It's all adaptation.
It is.
Yeah, I know.
Why aren't you in the health field?
I am.
Okay. If you look at just that bone, that disc, those are joints of a teenager. They all should look that way. When we see this, the disc space is gone. But that's what happens when the body senses instability. The muscles tighten up. If the muscles tighten up, the discs need movement to get nutrients to it.
Right.
And so the discs get compressed, and that creates instability. So the body lengthens the bone, changes the shape of the bone in order to stabilize. Mm-hmm. So this is not pathology, this is your body protecting itself.
I understand, yeah.
Okay, now the only way to see if we can help it is to bend it, and this is pitching.
Oh, okay.
These joints are all viable. This one's fused so far. Okay, because what happens is I'm seeing the movement just with you passively looking up. Okay, so these we can guarantee regeneration. This one we can't yet.
I didn't think that was fixable.
Oh no, it's totally fixable. Yeah, this one. Now the thermography, the colors aren't important. The symmetry is, and what I mean by that, this should be the mirror image of this side.
Gotcha.
Now lymph, which is the sewer system, for the face, mouth, and lungs, drain to the right chest area.
Okay.
Lymph for the gut drains to the left. So when we see asymmetry like this, that means the mucous membranes are more hypersensitive, but it's not really the sinuses, even though people call it sinuses, allergies, all that other stuff. There's a sensitization of it. Now to get your body healthy, there's 3 challenges. Number 1, when I say each out of pain, it's really not back pain, neck pain stuff, because that goes away quick, even knee pain, shoulder pain. I know. It's the fatigue, the anxiety, the stress. Those are the freaking killers, and that's also surprising. The real challenge isn't to feel good. The real challenge is to fix the problem.
Right.
By that, I mean get the curve back, realign the vertebrae. We got to bring this baby up to the normal zone. That's what it is.
So we're going to go over 3 things, or 3 topics. How to sleep, how to train the body and naturally stay in sleep, because that's when it recovers, regenerates, creates new tissue. Okay. The other thing is called neurolinguistic programming.
Nice.
Handle the emotions and nutrition. Okay, super basic. Red blood cells are all these that look like purplish. The main purpose is to distribute oxygen and nutrients to the whole body, right? Mm-hmm. White blood cell, like this one, glow a little bit more, part of your immune system. So any type of infection, these guys take care of it. And the platelets, like this tiny right here, this one, these little dots, part of the healing process. Okay, so example right now would be your finger that I just poked it. They gather, they have like small arms, grab one another and pull to close the wound and then start to heal. And what we're seeing in the background, like shattered glass or spider webs, those are strings of fibrin. fibrin formation. It's also part of the healing process, and they're present when there's some sort of inflammation in the body. So, just so you can get an idea of where you stand, I'm going to show you two quick examples. One that's almost near perfect, and the other one's like really stressed out. That's what we should all aim for, right? Perfectly nice, spread out, moving. Could touch edges. You're not supposed to get over.
Ooh.
Yes, right. So you can't see where it ends. You can't see where it starts. Huge chunk, mass, all stacked, clumped.
Now the muscles that run from here down to here, they're not under conscious control. Like these muscles, you can tighten and loosen. These you can't. Figure every muscle in the body, if you stretch it, it gets tighter, right?
Yeah.
This one I stretch, it loosens up. Now bend it off to the side. This should relax. This side's not loosening up. Bend off the side. Can you feel the difference there? That is a brain issue or a proprioceptive issue. Now I'm going to relax and vibrate the concave portion, the relaxed side. And that one's relaxing, that one's relaxing, and that one's relaxing. So now that they're working correctly, we're going to create inflammation at the level of the disc, which causes that area to regenerate. Okay, and this is right here. This is called meningeal tension. Super easy.
Ow!
Now, that's cool because in French, you just said wow. Because there's no rotation of the body. The more the body's rotated, all put a negative influence in the brain. Now, super gentle. Small lift.
Oh, my
easy.
goodness.
And this is the segment way below. I'll hold you here just for a moment. It's right in the middle. And again, this is a small lift up. Yeah. So this should move. And this one is not. It should move.
Right, all the way up.
If this doesn't move, then you start walking like that and the pelvis is unstable. So I'm going to loosen the tissue up. In between the bones, because this is a joint, and it should move.
Is there a minimum or maximum a day?
No, every time you're sitting.
Every
For
time
the
I'm
rest
sitting.
of your freaking life,
Oh,
we're going
wow.
to turn sitting into therapy. So
Every
no
time.
longer
So I have
will
to walk
sitting.
around like this with this thing.
Okay, do you want to hit her with it or should I? Okay.
I'll hit her with
okay,
it.
Yeah.
Just making sure I understand.
Human beings are not
Okay.
designed to sit in chairs like this.
I know.
You're increasing the pressure
understand.
5 times normal on the L5 with
Understood.
this. You're altering the autonomic function.
Okay.
This is going to turn sitting into therapy. What's the definition of live? Live from Tijuana, Mexico. Here we are. I'm here with Terry. What's your name?
Terry.
Okay, good. Okay, good. We're now you're in Mexico at a clinic down here. What'd you
Right
come
now,
down here
yes.
for?
To see you.
How cool. Okay, have you ever been? Did you have any trouble getting down?
No.
Was it dangerous? Or, I don't know.
I drove from Phoenix, and I came
Oh,
to
cool.
see. Well, the dental is what brought me here, but you were a definite fringe benefit.
Okay, now you went through everything. You got the X-rays, exam.
I would say everything. Yeah.
Okay, what's kind of cool? Okay, figure you're going to a foreign country, coming from Phoenix, and Phoenix is really a nice area. I like it.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's been on the hot side, but I like
A
it.
little.
Okay, this is a bold move.
It kind
So-
of is. It's my
so-
first time in Mexico too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I know you're getting all sorts of propaganda up north, like
Oh.
cartel, you know.
Yes,
and-
actually. Well, I brought my bodyguard. He's standing behind the camera, so I didn't come by myself.
He's a cool looking guy, okay? But I guarantee you, if he was in an alleyway, you wouldn't want to hit him. Yeah, he's safe. So now,
So that saved me.
yeah, you're taking charge of your health because you
Yeah.
had the whole thing. You had the
Yeah.
blood analysis, everything.
Yeah.
Have you ever had an exam like that?
Not like that,
know.
But I've had a lot of cool stuff, but not like that.
I know.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is like my favorite
Yeah.
because if we came up with any other test that you have any idea that could diagnose anything else, I'd add it.
Okay,
I would have
I'll think about that.
Yeah,
but
'cause
yeah,
this is
you got it definitely. Yep. Some of that stuff I'd never heard of.
And now you had your first adjustment too.
From you, yes.
Actually, first and second.
Correct.
Did you find anything unusual?
It was very different.
Yeah.
You adjusted me in ways that have never been adjusted before. I felt things in my neck, in my back that I've never felt before. I thought,
cool.
but it was very cool. It didn't, it startled me a little bit, but it didn't hurt or anything. And I got up and I felt very different. So that's all I can say so far.
It was kind of
So
neat
you are.
because your bodyguard, he didn't punch me, so
No.
that was safe. That was a plus. Yeah. Now, what would you say to people? Because you're taking charge of your health, which is really unusual. The
It is unusual.
The majority of people just abdicate authority over their health and
Right.
just say, screw it, I'm not going to do anything. I have the blood pressure. It runs in my family. I mean, all of those things are lies.
Right.
Okay.
It is.
What made you take charge of your health?
Well,
Have you always been like this?
I'm a health coach. I've been a health coach professionally for about 10 years. I've always been on the path for myself to take charge of my health. I don't understand the person that doesn't, to be honest with you. I kind of like to tell some of my patients, or my clients really is what they are, is that say you were given a car when you're 16 years old and it was the only car you had the rest of your life. How would you take care of it?
Probably
Right?
really, really good.
Right? We have one body, even though it's not exactly like a car. People don't think of it that way, and they don't even invest the time to find out how your body works. I don't understand that. So
That's a cool analogy. Okay, I like that.
yeah,
And it's true. I mean, you don't have a spare body in the closet.
Right.
Okay. Have you
Taking
always,
response. Yes.
Okay. Were your parents they
No.
good examples or good bad examples?
They were bad examples for
Okay.
that. I think I came to it on my own. It was a natural leaning towards health, and I've always taken personal responsibility in my life in general. And so that would naturally include health. And I've always been drawn towards the healthy kind of lifestyle, healthy populations even. I'm drawn to like tribes and, Native American stuff and just things like that. So I have a thirst for knowledge, and so I've just been trying to learn everything I possibly can. I wanted to pick your brain so bad today, but you wouldn't have had the time for me.
That's okay.
But-
With all the patients, we set aside 15 minutes and we go over anything. Just come up with
Well,
anything.
you gave me a lot of your time for sure. But we've taped everything just so I can review it 5
Oh my
million
God.
times.
Yeah. Are you going to be here tomorrow?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. We can get together and go over everything.
Awesome.
Okay. Take charge of your health because that's the biggest thing. If anyone's labeled you with some kind of weird disease or you've said it's hereditary, or none of that makes sense. 10,000 generations preceded you, and I guarantee you, a few of those generations did not have issues. Okay, I had 2 parents, one of each. Okay, one good example.
Okay.
Actually, they were both good examples.
Okay.
Okay, now, what could you tell someone? Because, I mean, I know you can't imagine it, and I can't imagine it either, because, we can always say, what you eat, what you take in becomes you. So that's important. So watch what you put in. How you assimilate it, how you break it down, that's really important. If you're not getting 2 to 3 bowel movements a day, it means there's a problem. So look at all the signs and take care of yourself.
Agreed.
Does that make sense?
It does.
Okay.
It's not that hard.
I was talking to one guy because I do a thing at lunchtime.
Yeah.
And he's a spiritual bodybuilder. Which is,
okay.
I know, it's a totally cool guy. But, he's having trouble sometimes getting people off of medications.
Yep.
So what I tell people, if they got a ton of drugs, okay, the average person over 60 takes 12 of them. If you're left alone on a deserted island, you only have fresh fruit, fresh vegetables, fresh fish, no access to drugs, does your health improve or decline?
Improve.
I know, 100% say that.
Yeah.
It's like, if you know your body is designed to live here and you put the right stuff in, you're getting the right stuff out.
Yeah. But then there's the spiritual and the emotional and a lot of other levels, that you're dealing with. But
You get the nutrition report tomorrow? Or today?
tomorrow
Okay,
at 11.
film it. That's
Okay,
when we talk about changing the circadian rhythms, healing the gut, and reprogramming the subconscious.
Cool stuff.
I know.
Yeah.
It's bitching. This is goosebumps. Okay, so take advice from Terry. Take charge of your health. Get your butt down here. or Huntington Beach, or anywhere you
It's
are.
very worth it. It's very worth it.
Okay, good. You're safe.
While in this report, I focused on John Bergman and the Chiropractic Clinic in Tijuana, Mexico at the Holistic Health Center, stay tuned for part 2, possibly part 3, focusing on the dental clinic, and also see full interviews with Fabian, the marketing representative, and some patients that I've met there, as well as my own testimonial.
You've been watching a LifeSource Health Report. To purchase the products, please see the affiliate links in our episode description, where a tiny amount is donated back to support the production of our shows. To connect with us or to see our other shows, please head to livesource.global. And don't forget to hit the like, subscribe and share buttons. This show is brought to you by Sourcelight Productions.